What up? It's your boy, The Incredible Man, and I'm back at it again, and you already know what I'm doing. And this is BEM episode 3 discussion slash review, man. And I'm just gonna be real. My heart can't keep taking this, man. Every time. It's so good. It's so good. It is so entertaining. The story, the plot, and the music is absolutely fantastic throughout the whole episode. It was great. Every scene had a different set of music, a different type of music. And it was more so, it was just like, you know, the instrumentals, like where it was jazz or a little funky type jazz and stuff. It was so good. And every scene was perfect. The animation was perfect. The intro to this episode was absolutely fantastic, where they showed Upper and just the blueness and like the skylight of the city and everything. It was so pretty. And then we get to the anime characters themselves, and they're animated so pretty and vibrant with colors and everything. And huge shout out to, hold on, let me see if I can find his name. Bleak McLean. Me and him was talking about, or her, I don't know, I refuse to be, me and them were talking about last week's episode, and they called it. They was like, this week is going to be the little guy. It was going to be his time to shine in this episode, and huge shout out to them because they called it perfectly, man, right down the middle. That's exactly what this episode was about. And we know his name is Bello. And Bello is a cool character as well, man. I love all three of the main characters so far. And Bello's a little different. Bello didn't want to be human. BEM and Annabella want to eventually become human, but Bello didn't want to become human. And it always kind of just set him on outside to me as an anime watcher. But this episode really got me on his team. And then they turn around and do this foolery. I know it's a common thing to, like, if you walk in a room and you see a friend or someone and they've killed your parents or your wife or your loved one or something, and they end up taking the bloody knife out of the person, which I don't know who does that, but they take the knife out of the bloody person and they're holding it and they've got blood all over them, and you just see them standing over the body. You would assume that they done it. But I didn't need that, man. Bello made a friend. He already had these other friends that he played video games with at the arcade, but he made a true friend that was like that was there for him, man. That wanted to be a part of his life and wanted him a part of his life, and we didn't. Oh, I did not need that to happen, man. I did not need that to happen. I needed them to stay friends, and you guys come and just ruin it for me, man. This episode was fantastic. I loved every moment of it. I even loved that part, but I just didn't need that to happen. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I know I'm all over the place, but let's talk about the episode, man. So it starts and it shows us a ninja, and dude, he's a legit ninja, man. He comes down and he kills this other dude on top of a rooftop party. But as we learned that this ninja, the water dude, and the bowling guy, which were all hired by different people, they're part of looks like an assassination guild or factory type people where they go around kill people. Because we end up seeing at the end of this episode a little bar, and it was just a whole bunch of people sitting in there, and they talked about those 3 specific people, and they all have been killed. And granted, they've each been killed by Bello, BEM, and Annabella, but they've all been killed. And now these people kind of want to know who's out there killing their members, and they're kind of interested in BEM, Bello, and Annabella. And the corrupt people that's hiding behind Upper are also interested in them as well. So I love, like, the deep plot that they have building with the anime itself. And it's absolutely glorious, and I can't wait till it comes to a head and some more stuff start to come out about everything. But I really hope they repair Bello and this guy's friendship. I can't remember his name. I just seen the episode and I can't remember his name. But I really hope they repair their friendship, because I love their friendship, man. Their friendship was something that Bello needed, and I think their friendship would have been one of the things that really made him want to be human. And I wish they would fix that, maybe like with an autopsy or something on the father, because he was stabbed through the heart or through the chest, and Bello didn't have a knife or anything. And I hope they can rectify that and kind of make it better, and this wasn't just a one-off type thing, because I really want Bello to have another friend, man. But then we find the ninja was set up, and then they get this other guy to do the same thing that the first guy was doing, which was kind of like rebuild the outside for a better view. And I'm thinking that the ones that set this up is the people that's scheming behind Upper, and they set all of this up from the beginning. But they killed this other dude, and like they didn't even have any kind of mercy with this. They done this in public, broad daylight, and everything. There was no covering this up at all. But then we come across something that was weird to me. Now, reading it and watching it, which I kind of got the gist of it, but it was still weird. He celebrated the dude's dad was a bodyguard, but he celebrated the death of this dude. Now, and he was friends with this dude too, but he celebrated his death. And now the thing I don't understand is because it wasn't like, and when they showed him on this boat with a whole bunch of money, he wants to take down the rotten part of Upper, if I'm not mistaken, but he also celebrated this guy's death. But is it because he was just a citizen of Upper and he's trying to do that? That part was so confusing to me. I didn't really understand that part of this episode, which I probably need to watch it again to really just get what's going on, because he celebrated this dude's death, but they got a whole bunch of money and saying that they're plotting to take down the corrupt side of Upper. But like they're like, I don't know, like there's some other guys that like they don't want, I don't know. It's so confusing. Like there's a lot going on in this story, but we're only getting bits and pieces at a time. So this is definitely one of those anime that you're like, like after watching it all the way through once, you're like, okay. Now I gotta watch it all in succession when all of the episodes come out. So it's very good. It's very good, and I think it's a wonderful anime. And if you're not watching it, you're missing out, man. Then dude and Bello built a good friendship, and the dude was like he wanted to do exactly what the senator guy did, or was he a senator? A politician, whatever. He wanted to do what he does and connect outside and Upper and kind of just make it a better place. And he said he wanted Bello on his side when they got older to take that. I enjoyed that, man. I absolutely loved that, and I want Bello and him to fix their relationship, man. But then we come across to the crossroads where the dude kills Bello's father. I mean, kills this dude's father, and Bello is there to stop him. But at the same time, he falls out the window, and Bello's friend comes in and sees him covered in blood and thinks that he's the one that kills his father. It's so heartbreaking, man, this episode. But you guys can't leave it like that. They can't leave it like that, man. I need them to fix their relationship so they can be friends again. I loved this whole episode, but the bond that Bello and that dude had were just the fantastic. It was absolutely, I loved it. I loved it so much, man. I loved it. But then we also learned that the people behind the scenes in Upper, they want BEM, Bello, and Annabella for their own gain, personal gain, or to kill them. I don't know. I don't know what they want, but I know that they want them. And we also learned that the assassin this week, the water guy in the first episode, and the bowling guy that killed people in the second episode, all were a part of a secret assassin organization. This anime is going too deep. Every time you think you know something, they come in with some more stuff and just keep piling it on and giving you more and more than what you want. But that's all about this episode, man, because if I keep going, I'm going to keep talking about Bello and this dude's relationship, because I absolutely loved it. But if you want to check out BEM, man, please do. It gets great in episode 1, and the music, it's just incredible, fantastic, wonderful. Every great word you can think of, that's what the music does in this anime. But this is your boy, Dick Incredible, man. Don't forget to smash that like button until you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe. But only if you really want to, man. And remember, the anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life. Peace out.